Our first competition this afternoon is JCB Racing. All 6 trucks have been seated into the racing bracket based on a random draw. Now 4 trucks will race head-to-head with 2 of those trucks advancing on into the semifinal round, where they will meet 2 trucks who had an automatic advancement into the semifinal round. Birmingham, who's ready for JCB Racing? We are kicking things off here in JCB Racing, our first head-to-head matchup. Coming up here in just a moment. Now you can see that official racing, JCB Racing bracket up on the video board. We're about to see Megalodon taking on Black Panther. Keep in mind, Barry Musauer and Black Panther is a 2-time JCB Racing winner this weekend. The winner will move on to see El Toro Loco. And then, of course, the last head-to-head matchup here in round 1 will be the Amazing Spider-Man and Bernard Light going up against Miranda Kozad and Thor. The winner will see Matt Cody and Gravedigger in the semifinal round. And then they will move on into your JCB Racing Finals. 6 points will be on the line there for our drivers, and we'll kick things off there in the pursuit of today's overall event championship, brought to you by BKT. Some exciting racing coming up right now here for our Monster Jam drivers.
Monster Jam fans, I'm hanging here with James, and we are about to play a game called the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. So, James, before we actually play the game, how excited are you to be here today?
Very good.
Very good. Do you have a favorite truck?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Any other Gravedigger fans in the house? Yeah. Awesome job. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, James. I want you to look at the video board with me, okay? We're going to see 3 Monster Jam helmets pop up on the video board. You see them right there? Okay, there's a trophy underneath one of them. The helmets are going to scramble around, and when they stop, you have to tell me, is the trophy under helmet 1, 2, or 3? And Birmingham, you're going to help James out, right? All right, James, you feel confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, back up to the video board we go. All right, let's drop those helmets. All right, they're starting in the center. They're scrambling around. All right, let's see, they're going to stop. All right, we got 1, 2, or 3. James, before you give me your answer, I want to hear the answer from Birmingham. Yell it out, guys. What is it? 3. There's a definite overwhelming answer here, James. What is it?
3.
3. Let's see if he's right. All right, it's not under number 1. It's not under number 2, which means it is, in fact, under Monster Jam helmet number 3. James, you're right. Congratulations. How do you feel about that one?
Good.
He feels good. And James, I know Gravedigger is your favorite. So you know what? I'm going to send you home with a Gravedigger plush toy right here. Congratulations. Can you show it to everybody on the camera? Show them what you got. Give it up for James, everyone.
We are ready to kick things off here in JCB Racing. In the left lane, please welcome Barry Musauer, Black Panther. And in the right lane, please welcome Charlie Balkin, Megalodon. Our staging lights are lit at the far end of each race lane. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. When you see 2 yellow lights, that means they're staged and ready to go, and then they'll be looking for that green light. We've got yellow lights up on those staging lights for both of our competitors. Those staging lights now are reset, so both of our drivers will have to restage using the staging lights. head-to-head matchup here in round one. Coming up in the left lane, please welcome Bernard Light, the amazing Spider-Man. And in the right lane, his opponent, please welcome Miranda Kozad, Thor. The winner will advance on into your semi-final round as both of these two get ready to go head-to-head. The Amazing Spider-Man and Bernard Light will move on to see Matt Cody and Gravedigger in the semifinal round. And the semifinal round bracket has been completed.
It's time for the Monster Jam at JCB Racing semifinal round. Now, we just saw two of the fastest drivers advance into the semifinals, but just as Kay was saying, two drivers actually received an automatic bid into the semifinals. Each of these drivers is looking to earn the first 6 points of today's event. So, Birmingham, are you guys ready for more JCB Racing?
In the left lane, please welcome Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. And in the right lane, advancing on from round one into the semifinal round, Black Panthers, Bari Musauer. These two ready to line up. The winner will move on into your JCB Racing final round. Your winner is Black Panther. Bari Musauer and Black Panther now secures another spot in your JCB Racing final round. Remember, he swept JCB Racing yesterday, Saturday, and now he is back into your JCB Racing finals. Our last head-to-head matchup here in the semifinal round. In the left lane, please welcome Matt Cody, Gravedigger. And in the right lane, advancing on from round one to the semifinal round, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man, Bernard Light. The winner will take on Bari Musauer and Black Panther in your JCB Racing final round. As we await those staging lights there for both of our competitors here in the semifinal round, anxiously waiting the approach of both of our drivers to the line. official JCB Racing bracket has been completed as we get set to crown a racing champion.
It's time for the Monster Jam at JCB Racing Finals. We started off with 6 competitors, and we are now down to the fastest final 2. It's going to come down to superhero against superhero. So, Birmingham, are you guys ready to meet your JCB Racing Finals contenders?
In the left lane, he's your 2-time Guinness World Record holder. It's Bori Musauer, Black Panther. And in the right lane, he's your 2022 Entertainer of the Year, Bernard Light, the Amazing Spider-Man. These two ready to go head-to-head. The winner will be, for the very last time this weekend, your JCB Racing winner. A rematch from last night as they get ready to go racing. Your winner is Black Panther. Bori Musauer and Black Panther, his 3rd racing victory here this weekend, and the final JCB Racing winner of Monster Jam Ramped Up. Birmingham, let's make some noise for your winner.
Bori, we meet again. 3rd time's the charm for you with JCB Racing. You've dominated this competition the entire weekend. What is the secret to your success?
You know, there's a saying in racing called slow is fast, and it's really slippery out here on this floor. It's probably the slippiest floor I've ever been on in my whole career, 14 years. So, you know, Birmingham, this is definitely going to hold a special place for me because you got to use finesse, which is kind of ironic to use finesse in the same sentence as Monster Jam trucks with 1,500 horsepower. But you know what? We're having a blast out here. 3 wins in a row. Birmingham, we're just getting started. You guys having fun this afternoon or what?
And we're going to continue the fun in the Smith's 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. So what are you going to bring to the competition to ensure that you're earning another 6 points in pursuit of that overall event championship?
You know, on the road to that overall event championship, it's all about consistency. So if I can size up my competition a little bit before I come out here, maybe pick my moves, hit my marks, we might be on our way. You know what? It's all about these fans, though. These fans came out. We had 4 sold-out Monster Jam ramped up events this whole weekend. So it's been amazing. Birmingham, I love you guys. We're just getting started, though. Let me hear you get loud.
And a huge congratulations there to Bori Musauer and Black Panther. He secures the lead here in the BKT overall event points chase. He's got 6 points right now on top of the leaderboard, followed by the Amazing Spider-Man, El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, Megalodon, and Thor round out our field of competition. Don't go anywhere. We've got some exciting Smith's 2-Wheel Skills Challenge coming your way, and this will be your first opportunity, Birmingham, to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their sickest tricks, and you, the fans, will decide the winner at judgeszone.com. Now, you might see some poppers, stoppies, wheelies, maybe the next new innovative move, of course, and you'll use judgeszone.com to get to the winner. And we'll take a look at the video board right now to see some of those moves you might see. So I'm hanging out with my friend Lenny here, and we're gonna play the Truckin' Pals race. We're not done with racing just yet. So Lenny's gonna pick a winner. He's gonna pick either Megalodon, El Toro Loco, or Gravedigger. But all of you fans, you can pick a racing winner right now, so shout out who you think is gonna win this Truckin' Pals race. We've got El Toro Loco, we've got Gravedigger, and we've got Megalodon. So Lenny, who you picking?
Megalodon.
Megalodon, he's picking Megalodon, okay? Anybody else picking Megalodon? We got some Megalodon? All right, Gravedigger? Okay, we're gonna get ready to go racing, and they're off. Megalodon is off to a great start, but El Toro Loco is coming from behind there. He is taking the lead. Oh no, Gravedigger's on his way up. Will it be Gravedigger? Oh, it was Megalodon! Lenny, congratulations! Give yourselves a round of applause if you picked Megalodon. And Lenny, because you won, we're gonna give you the Megalodon Truckin' Pals. There, congratulations to you. And congratulations to all of you who picked Megalodon in our Truckin' Pals race. Our second competition coming up is the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And of course, you, the fans, will be using judgeszone.com to determine the winner. And we're going to throw it down to Christina, who's now going to let you know how you're going to do that.
Thanks, Kay. Yes, Monster Jam fans, remember the power is quite literally in your hands. So at the end of each driver's run, you guys are going to have 20 seconds to head on over to judgeszone.com. So if you haven't done so already, take out your phones. You're going to open that new browser and type in judgeszone.com. You're going to see this yellow screen pop up, and then the code that you guys are going to put in is BIR. Okay, so once you put that code in, click submit. A BKT tire is going to pop on up. All you got to do is slide it up or down. Pick the number that you like or the score that you like for the given driver. Click submit. All the scores are going to tabulate, and the average score is going to pop up there on the video board. Monster Jam truly is the only sport in the world where our fans get to directly impact the outcome of our event. So don't just watch, fully immerse yourself in the experience here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. So all that said and done, Birmingham, who's ready for the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
We're going to kick things off right now with Miranda Kozad, Thor. Miranda Kozad and Thor looks like she is lining up on the log wall.
Scoring is officially open at judgeszone.com. This is your very first opportunity to get in on the action. I'm hanging here in block 8, and I see a lot of phones out right now. Great job, guys. Slide the VKT tire up or down. Click submit on the score that you feel she deserves.
Two great attempts to kick things off here in the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge there by Miranda Kozad and Thor. Some wheelie action here from Thor. Scores are locked in. Your score for Thor is... kicking things off with a 5.635. So she is setting the bar right now with the 5.635 here in the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And keep an eye on the video board. We're going to be showing you throughout the competition where your favorite driver stands in the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Our second competitor A reverse popper with a little wave from the front BKT tires.
Let's lock in those scores. You guys got about 15 seconds left. Okay, 2 solid hits, that reverse popper, and then that textbook sky wheelie, solid vertical positioning on both hits.
Most definitely, and he also used 2 different obstacles as well. He used that single log ramp as well off of the Monster Gun, so definitely something to keep in mind as you're using judgeszone.com. The scores are locked in. Your score, Birmingham, for the Amazing Spider-Man is 8.826. So that will put him at the top of the leaderboard here as we continue on with the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. 4 more competitors remain here as we get set for you to crown your first winner using judgeszone.com. Our third driver is next, Charlie Pauken, Megalodon. Which is a testament to just his professionalism and the fact that he's always trying to push the envelope here at Monster Jam ramped up. Scoring is officially open at judgeszone.com. Charlie Pauken and Megalodon using 2 different obstacles here on the Monster Gun. The first one being the single log ramp. Scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon coming up on the video board, a 3.257. We're going to move on here with more of our drivers coming up next. It will be Blake Granger and El Toro Loco.
it going for Blake Granger in El Toro Loco. Okay, he struggled on the first hit, but man, did he make up for it on the second one with that amazing popper, finding the critical balance between momentum and control.
And I think, Christina, also this is the first successful attempt of a popper onto our Monster Gun deck. So that's really cool to see here finally in event number 4. All right, your scores are locked in. Your score to beat from the Amazing Spider-Man, 8.826. And your score for El Toro Loco is... Birmingham, you gave him a 9.083, which means he's now your new leader. El Toro Loco now on top with that big 9.083. That puts him on top of the leaderboard, followed by the Amazing Spider-Man, 8.826. Thor and Megalodon round out your 4 competitors. 2 more drivers remain. We've got our 5th driver coming to the track. It's Bari Musauer, Black Panther. Claw his way to the top of the leaderboard. That was Black Panther's Bari Musauer. Monster Jam fans, you guys know what to do. Come on. Judgeszone.com. Scoring is open. Christina, that is 2 new things that we've seen now. A little bit of a slap wheelie on that second attempt too, with the big wheelie, and then he was able to slap it down there onto the concrete. And then we saw the popper off of one of the AR ramps using one of those speed bumps. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 9.083. Let's see, Birmingham, where you put Black Panther. 9.356 now puts him in the top spot. So a big score there for Black Panther here. Puts him on top of the leaderboard. The popper on the first attempt, and then the big sky wheelie into a bit of a slap wheelie there at the end on his second attempt. 1 more truck remains. He is our final competitor here of the Smith's 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, Matt Cody, Grave Digger. We saw him last night line up for this move off of the backflip ramp on top of the mega deck there on the Monster Gon. And a successful attempt here, attempt number 1. This event number 4, seeing a lot more creativity here, a lot more comfortability with our drivers. Let's hear it for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Scoring is open now at judgeszone.com. He is our final competitor here of the Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. First attempt, uses the backflip ramp for a popper. He did that yesterday, tried that same move, and it was a successful attempt here in event number 4. And then tries for the big wheelie. Your scores are locked in. Black Panther is the score to beat, 9.356. You are about to crown your winner here. Your score for Gravedigger is 8.435, which means Birmingham, your Smith's Two-Wheel Skills Challenge winner, Bari Musauer, Black Panther. Black Panther now 2 for 2 here in competitions in event number 4 of Monster Jam ramped up. He collects another 6 points. Perfect so far here in our first half. Let's make some noise for your winner.
Bar, you talked about consistency and consistency being key, and here you are with another 6 points in pursuit of that overall event championship.
Yeah, that was pretty fun out here. You know, I think we're just now getting the hang of this slick track out here. These fans out here are amazing here in Birmingham. I can't say enough. This is our first event, so you guys are making history for the Monster Jam ramped up competition here on the Monster Gon obstacle. I can't wait to do it all over again, but we're just getting started. You guys having fun at Monster Jam? Let me hear you.
Your energy right now, I can just feel it. It's absolutely amazing. So how are you going to take that energy and bring it into Monster Jam Donuts? Because right now, no pressure, but you're going towards a perfect event.
You know, we're just going to keep it calm, cool, and collected. I am the Guinness Book of World Record holders for donuts, so I like to eat donuts too, which I found out a lot of people here at the pit party like donuts. So we'll see. Do you guys want to see some Monster Jam donuts?
Give it up one more time for Bari Musauer, the driver of Black Panther.
A huge congratulations there to Bari Musauer, Black Panther. And he is on a roll here, perfect in the first half of action. You can see the BKT overall event leaderboard right now, 12 points with a perfect score so far. Black Panther is on the top of the leaderboard, followed by Blake Granger and El Toro Loco with 9. The amazing Spider-Man Bernard Light also with 9. And Gravedigger with 7, Thor with 4, and Megalodon with 3. Well, it's been an exciting first half of Monster Jam ramped up action, but right now, this is halftime. Be sure to grab your official Monster Jam merchandise and meet us right back here for the second half of action. Monster Jam fans, if I can have your attention, please. The live streaming and or recording of Monster Jam events is prohibited. Live events may not be broadcasted, transmitted, reproduced, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Feld Motorsports. Well, it's been an exciting first half of Monster Jam action. Of course, we've got the second half coming up here in just a little bit. Of course, we got freestyle motocross action coming your way. We brought 4 of the best freestyle motocross riders coming right here to throw down some crazy tricks. He's ready to go. He's ready to see some freestyle motocross. And then, of course, we're going to give you the best trick competition. But right now, we're going to throw it down to Christina Moore, who's got an update on some of your favorite Monster Jam trucks.
That's right, Kay. I'm hanging down here by Gravedigger, and right now I want you guys to focus your attention up on the video board, 'cause I'm going to talk you through what exactly is going on with Gravediggers. So one of the mufflers was actually bent. You can see it up there on the video board right now. One of our technicians is working to make sure that they're able to actually replace that. So they're changing the exhaust. So the exhaust comes right out of the motor, and it's a collector essentially. So it comes out from out of the motor into a collector and down to what we call the muffler. So we're actually taking out all of the hot air from these Monster Jam trucks. So the replacement piece was just there on the floor because, again, it was initially bent. So we're swapping that out. So right now I'm actually standing in front of Gravedigger. I want to give you a little bit of an inside scoop about this truck in particular. So if you look really closely, these Monster Jam trucks are actually made out of a material called fiberglass, okay? So it's actually a flexible material that we are able to form on these Monster Jam trucks. But when it comes to Gravedigger, Gravedigger is one of the only trucks, if not the only truck, that is actually hand painted. So Finn, I'm actually gonna have you come a little closer. Just look at the details that is on this fiberglass body. So Gravedigger's been around for 43 years, and every time we swap out a body, we actually have a crew working behind the scenes to hand paint each and every one of them, which is actually really amazing and really exciting. Now, our BKT tires, if you were here for our pit party, you actually saw one of these BKT tires actually removed and then put back on. But just to kind of put it into perspective, just look at the height. I'm about 5'1", so just look at the perspective of these massive Monster Jam tires. Now, they're about 255 kilograms, and for this particular event, they're actually filled up with tire pressure at 28 PSIs. So that's something a little bit different than what we're normally used to doing when it comes to a dirt event. So for a dirt event, they're filled to 23 PSIs, but since we are on concrete, we up that a little bit more to kind of counteract the bounce that happens with the concrete and this Monster Jam truck. So these tires are actually absorbing all of the energy and then transferring it to the suspension where our shocks come in. So our shocks are what give our Monster Jam truck drivers the ability to soar through the air safely and efficiently. So as these drivers are soaring through the air, our nitrogen shocks are actually expanding, and then when they land, they're contracting and absorbing all of that energy. So these Monster Jam machines truly are absolutely unbelievable, and we want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out here and enjoying all of these amazing drivers and appreciating these massive Monster Jam trucks.
Christina, thank you so much for that update, and of course the big behind-the-scenes looks there at what we do at Monster Jam, and of course an inside look at those Monster Jam trucks. Well, stick around, don't go anywhere, get back to your seats because freestyle motocross is coming up next. A big shout out there to our UK-based family of JCB, our official equipment provider of Monster Jam. Now, they're not only just the equipment provider of this weekend's Monster Jam, but stateside, they're the official equipment provider of all of our 5 Series Seasons championships going on right now. And of course, I mentioned a little bit earlier, we have brought in the JCB Digatron Monster Jam truck. So we are so excited to have this UK-based partnership and them coming into our Monster Jam family. So once again, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to JCB. Birmingham, get ready. Please welcome your freestyle motocross riders, Dean Payne, Jared LaRue, Sebastian Westberg, and Jamie Squibb. They are ready to take to the sky here in our freestyle motocross action.
So, Birmingham, you guys have been so loud the entire weekend, and I have a funny feeling this is going to be our rowdiest crowd ever. And we're going to put that to the test right now, okay? Because we have a very important rule here when it comes to FMX. The louder you scream, the higher they fly, and the cooler the trick. So we're going to test this out all together, okay? When I count to 3, I need you to be so loud that this entire arena rumbles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Coming down the ramp, that was Dean Payne. We got Jared LaRue. Sebastian Westberg. And Jamie Squibb. Make some noise! The agility, the flexibility that goes into all of these tricks is absolutely astounding. That was a rock solid right there. Some of the biggest air in all of Monster Jam happens right here So Monster Jam fans, this is the perfect time to take out those cell phones because these are the Instagrammable moments that we talk about at Monster Jam. Bar hop. Huge tail whip by Jamie Squibb. We got a backflip. Back-to-back backflip. And we got 3 of them. Keep it going, Monster Jam fans. 4 for 4. Incredible backflips. Birmingham, was that fun? Do you guys want some more? The time has come for our FMX Best Trick competition. Each one of these riders, they're going to soar through the air from one end of the arena all the way to the other. And you, our Monster Jam fans, you guys are the judges, remember. So you've been doing this all along at judgeszone.com. You're going to have 20 seconds to slide the BKT tire up or down and click submit on the score that you feel each and every one of these riders deserves for their trick. And by the end of it, we are going to have an FMX Best Trick winner. So Birmingham, are you guys ready to rock?
We are going to kick things off with our first rider, Dean Pate. He was a bronze medalist in the Animosity FMX. Riding for Monster Jam now. And he's going to kick things off here in our Best Trick competition. One attempt to throw down his sickest trick as he comes around here to line up to those ramps. Birmingham, I need each and every one of you to get loud here, make some noise, pump up the energy here for Dean Pate.
Starting things off with a backflip heel clicker. Upside down, takes both of his legs, clicks his heels together as he's soaring through the air. Really solid way to start off the FMX Best Trick competition. Remember, Monster Jam fans, you are the judges, so let's get those scores locked in.
All right, he's going to be kicking things off here in a couple more seconds there at judgeszone.com to get those scores locked in. Scores are in. Let's take a look to see where you put Dean Pate. Big score, 8.583. And we're going to come up on our second rider, taken to the sky, Jared LaRue. So Jared LaRue was your best whip winner at Monster Energy Tour. Coming to you here now to throw down for his Best Trick competition. Let's make some noise. He is a 10-year cancer survivor, so put your hands together for that as well. All right, he's about to lay down his trick here. Let's make some noise for Jared LaRue.
Huge tail whip by Jared LaRue. Bike and body move simultaneously from one side to the next. Everything happens here in a split second, but for landing on that FMX safety bag, really impressive. You guys gotta let us know, did you think that was a better presentation than that of your current leader, Dean Pate, with that backflip heel clicker? We're about to find out.
All right, a couple more seconds left. Judgeszone.com, the score to beat. Keep in mind, Dean Pate, 8.583. And your score for Jared LaRue is 9.007. Now he's your new leader. Our third rider ready to take to the sky is Sebastian Westberg. Sebastian Westberg comes to you from Finland. And this is going to be one of his big opportunities here with Monster Jam as he gets ready to throw down a best trick here. He wants you to get hyped. He wants you to get loud. And we await to see what his best trick will be. He was last night's best trick winner. Will he be able to pull it off? Let's hear it!
That flip variation. A lot to unpack there, Kay. Soars to the air, upside down. His entire body almost comes off of that bike. As he's maneuvering his legs side to side, his hips are actually twisting in the air. I talked about this before, but the flexibility and the agility that it takes to pull off some of these tricks, absolutely incredible. So make sure you guys are locking in those scores.
Most definitely. That was a wild trick there. A little gasp from fans up here. Scores are locked in. Jared LaRue, 9.007. That is your score to beat. All right, Birmingham, your score for Sebastian Westberg is big score, 9.321. That now puts him in the lead as we get set for our last rider up, Jamie Squibb. Jamie Squibb will be our last rider, and he is a two-time best trick winner here this weekend at Monster Jam, a ramped up inaugural weekend here. So he and Sebastian putting their names in the record books there for the best trick competition. That score, 9.321 from Sebastian Westberg. That is the score to beat. And Jamie Squibb right there from Exeter, UK. You've got some hometown love here from one of your riders, so let's make some noise here for Jamie Squibb.
Backflip, no hands. Really impressive tricks from all of our riders here. Ending it with Jamie Squibb with that backflip as he's completely upside down. He lets go, so both arms are actually directly in line with the ground. Absolutely impressive. So you guys got to compare. Was that, in your opinion, a better presentation than that of your current leader? We are seconds away from finding out.
For the last time this weekend, you are going to be crowning your best trick competition winner. The score to beat Sebastian Westberg, 9.321. And your score for Jamie Squibb is 9.349. He is your winner of the best trick competition.
But Birmingham, we're not done yet. Do you guys want a little more? It's time for our FMX Grand Finale. Each one of these riders are going to soar through the air, back to back to back, in what we like to call our Monster Jam train. It's one of the coolest experiences that you get to see right here at Monster Jam Ramps Up. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to hop on board, buckle up, because it's time to go for a ride. The train is leaving the station. I don't know. Should we keep it going, guys? Let me hear ya. When they hit that ramp, I need you to scream! Birmingham, this is the final time. So this time we're gonna count it down all together. Let's start from 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hear it one more
Jamie Squibb.
Jamie Squibb making his way onto the monster gun. He's 3 for 4 this weekend, representing the UK. I'm gonna give you a chance to take off that helmet because I know you want to speak to all these amazing fans. His goal is to still be 42 years old riding this amazing bike. How incredible has this experience been for you this weekend?
Oh yeah, honestly, like you said, this is the first ever Monster Jam ramped up. So obviously we're pretty lucky to be having this in the UK in Birmingham. And yeah, like I've never met, like freestyle motocross isn't a very big sport, but I've never actually met any of these guys, even though I see them on social media. So yeah, to get to hang out, make some new friends, and obviously I get to do my best for the hometown guy. So it's been good, really good.
And you ended it on such a high note with that backflip with no hands. It was absolutely incredible to watch. So how much training goes into, you know, cultivating your arsenal of all of these different tricks that you're able to pull off?
I mean, yeah, I think it's the same for all of us. We're all at home practicing in between events. So when you come to big events like this, and obviously you got the crowd making loads of noise, the other guys are riding super good as well, and your energy just gets lifted, and then all that training at home pays off because you can always push yourself that little bit more. And it's the same with the drivers as well. They're all watching each other, and they just get super stoked on someone else doing something, and then, yeah, just keeps elevating.
Well, Monster Jam fans, give it up one more time for your FMX Best Trick winner representing the UK, Jamie Squibb.
A huge congratulations there to our freestyle motocross rider there, Jamie Squibb, as we get ready here for some more Monster Jam ramped up action here coming your way. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be the Monster Jam Donut Competition. Now this is where you fans will use judgeszone.com once again to pick your donut winner. And as judges, you the fans are going to be needing to look for the speed of the rotations, the creativity, the number of revolutions, length of the attempt, of course, wow factor. You might even see some of those BKT tires rise up off of the cement. It's going to be awesome to watch there, so you're not going to want to miss that for sure. But as we get set to enter into the second half, this is a reminder of where we are in your BKT overall event leaderboard. So Barry Musauer and Black Panther has been perfect thus far. 12 points for him. He's on top of the leaderboard with a perfect first half. We'll see if he can carry that momentum here into the second half. And El Toro Loco right behind him with the amazing Spider-Man, both sharing 9 points. Gravedigger with 7, Thor with 4, and Megalodon with 3. Stick around, don't go anywhere, because Monster Jam Donuts is coming up next. Well, I keep finding new friends all over the arena, and right now I'm hanging out with Max and Abby. Say hi to everybody, wave. All right, there we go. And we're gonna play a little trivia. You guys ready for some trivia? Yeah. All right, but first of all, you said this is the very first time you've ever seen Monster Jam. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
All right, who are you rooting for, Abby?
Thor.
Thor. Who are you rooting for, Max? El Toro Loco, that's
El Toro Loco.
Okay, El Toro, he had to read it off of his driver's license that he got at the pit party. So you guys are having fun, right? Okay, how long did it take you to get here?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half. So we really appreciate you coming to Monster Jam ramped up for the very first time. We're seeing it here. So all right, we're going to get into our trivia. Ready? We're going to read the video board here. Let's put up the trivia question. Okay, what U.S. city is hosting the Monster Jam World Finals 23? Is it A, Las Vegas, B, Orlando, C, Nashville, or D, Los Angeles? All right, I'm going to help you out a little bit. Last year, we were in Nashville, so we're going to cross off C. So now, it's between A, B, or D. All right, any of you fans inside the arena, A, B, or D? I already gave you one, so it's not C. Shout out your answer for Max and Abby. Oh, we've gotten a lot of answers. We've gotten a lot of answers. All right. Abby, Max, what is the answer?
D.
D. Okay, D. Let's see if D is the answer. Cross our fingers. Los Angeles, California. There you go. High five, Abby. She's leaving me hanging. Leaving me hanging. Okay, there you go. Thank you. All right. Well, you know what? For getting the answer right, I'm going to give both of you to share, because you're siblings, the brand new Megalodon Loop of Doom. Congratulations. You can play with that here. Brought to you by Spin Master. You can also get it at your favorite Smith's location. We want to say thank you to Smith's for being the official toy store of Monster Jam this weekend here in Birmingham. And listen, I know you guys have to share it, and there's only one Megalodon, so I'm going to give you the Sparkle Smash Spin Master as well. Thank you so much, Abby, Max. Make some noise for Abby and Max right now, and a big shout out and thank you to Smith's Toy Superstores.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. This is a blast right here at Monster Jam Ramps Up. And we're going to kick it into high gear right now, because I've been on camera way too much. Kay's been on camera, our drivers, our riders, everyone's been on camera. But to the rest of you here in the arena, do you guys want to be on camera? I had a funny feeling. So let's turn our attention to the video board for our Monster Jam Wheel of Cams. Let's see. All right, are you guys going to be featured on the dance cam, the air guitar cam, or the flex cam? Let's see. Oh, it's time for the flex cam. So you guys know what to do. Let me see those muscles. Let's flex it out, guys. Come on. When the camera comes your way, I want to see those muscles. Monster Jam fans, thank you guys so much for flexing it out with us. It was such a great time. We're having just an awesome afternoon here at Monster Jam. But right now, we're going to continue on with our next competition, Monster Jam Donuts. So we're looking for speed, acceleration, the number of revolutions, and what I like to call the razzle-dazzle wow factor. And remember, you guys are the judges, so have those cell phones in your hand ready to go to judgeszone.com. So Birmingham, who's ready for Monster Jam Donuts?
We're going to kick things off with our first competitor, Charlie Pawkin, Megalodon.
Scoring is officially open at judgeszone.com. You guys know what to do. Come on, slide that BKT tire up or down. Click submit on the score that you feel he deserves.
Charlie Pauken, Megalodon, yesterday afternoon's donut winner. And it'll be up to you to decide if he will take home the last donut win here this weekend as we await those scores to get locked in. All right, scores are in. Your score for Megalodon, 7.598. And we're going to continue things on here with our second driver, Miranda Kozad, Thor. 7.498, that is the score to beat right now for Miranda Kozad and Thor as she gets ready for her donut attempt here in Monster Jam Donuts.
She's your favorite Asgardian. Let's hear it from Miranda Kozad, Thor. So Kay and I have talked about this a lot throughout the competition. The cement track, there's very little traction, so there's a lot of sliding throughout the phases of competition. That's what we just witnessed right here, Kay.
Definitely, Christina. We talk a lot about how it's almost like these Monster Jam trucks are on ice. They're kind of skating around there, and we kind of saw that Miranda Kozad and Thor wasn't able to get enough grip or traction onto that floor, and it kind of spun her around on that floor. Scores are locked. Your score to beat from Megalodon, 7.598, and your score is a 6.113 for Thor. So Charlie Pauken and Megalodon still hold the lead with a 7.598 as we continue things on here in Monster Jam Donuts. We've got our third competitor getting ready to get dizzy out on the track here. The donut competition leaderboard up on the video board as we get set for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. He was yesterday night's donut winner.
Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Those donuts were wild. So Birmingham, when you start to see those massive BKT tires come off of the ground, that's what we call a cyclone. That means the acceleration was so high that it caused that Monster Jam truck to actually elevate off of the track.
Some great scores there. I know the score to beat right now, Megalodon 7.598. Birmingham, your score for Gravedigger is 9.602. He's now your new leader. So a big score for Gravedigger now puts him in the top spot here on your Monster Jam Donut leaderboard. 9.602. You Birmingham fans definitely loved a little cyclone action there. We have 3 more drivers remaining here as we get set to see who will take home the next 6 points. meet our fourth competitor, Blake Granger, El Toro Loco.
Let's get loud for Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. Scoring is officially open for Blake Granger and El Toro Loco. Okay, that one built up in anticipation. Started off a little bit more reserved, but once he put the pedal to the metal, it was really impressive to watch.
A lot of these drivers need to get the traction, get the momentum going, and once they do, Christina, as we just saw it, what a crazy, wild, dizzy donut attempt from El Toro Loco. All right, scores are locked. I don't know if we can get much higher. Gravedigger, the score to beat 9.602. Your score for El Toro Loco is by 0.02 of a point, 9.622. Blake Granger and El Toro Loco, your new leader. There we see it right now. The donut leaderboard 9.622 puts El Toro Loco at the top. Matt Cody 9.602, 7.598 there for Megalodon, and 6.113 for Thor. Two more drivers remain here in the donut competition as we get set to see who you're going to crown as your winner. Up next, Bernard Light and the Amazing Spider-Man. 9.622, the score to beat. Let's show some love right now to the Amazing Spider-Man, Bernard Light. Not able to get the traction that I know he would want here for the donut competition. Like we said, it's pretty slick down there on the concrete. BKT tire to the cement. But show him some love. He's out here pulling it off here for Monster Jam Ramped Up Weekend. And you still get to get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. Your score for the Amazing Spider-Man on the video board, it is 4.122. So the score to beat still there for Toro, 9.622. It is going to come down to this last truck between El Toro Loco's Blake Granger and our final driver to the track. And that will be Maury Musauer, Black Panther.
way to the top of the leaderboard. That was Bari Musaur in Black Panther. Final opportunity in the donut competition to slide the BKT tire up or down. Click submit.
I got dizzy just watching that attempt, and I know all of you probably did too. Black Panther, Bari Musaur, your two-time Guinness World Record holder for donuts. Will he be able to continue the hot streak and be untouchable here on the donut competition? All right, the scores are locked in. El Toro Loco, your score to beat, 9.622. Birmingham, your score for Black Panther is 9.447, which means your winner of donuts, Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. Blake Granger, El Toro Loco grabs his first 6 points of this afternoon and ends the streak there for Bari Musaur and Black Panther. Let's hear it for your donut winner one more time, El Toro Loco.
Blake, congratulations. Those donuts actually looked very strategic. So you started off a little bit more reserved, but then once you got the traction that you needed, went from a donut to a cyclone, added that extra flair with the smoke coming out of the bowl. What's this moment mean for you?
Man, you know, it feels good. Didn't want to leave the last event without at least one competition win. This crazy bull's been kicking butt all weekend. And you know what? Hats off to Bari, man. He's one of the best drivers here. And it's an honor to compete against these guys and to try to beat these guys. He's been driving since before I even probably knew what Monster Jam was. So to be able to come out here and compete with him and a legend like Charlie, take the donut win, spin this crazy bull, get that cyclone ripping, blow that smoke out the nose. How about those Monster Jam ramped up donuts? Let me hear you.
So we know what's coming up next. The grand finale, Monster Jam Freestyle. So what are you going to do to make sure that you're the one standing on the Monster Gon? Because you started this weekend really strong, the first ever BKT overall event champion, and you're only 1 point behind Bari right now. So what's it going to take?
Man, you know, it's all about being aggressive. Going out there and driving that Monster Jam truck as hard as you can, but not only for yourself, for all you amazing Monster Jam fans. So you know what? Hopefully I got you guys behind my back because, you know, y'all been scoring Bari high, and the only way I can beat him is to beat him in freestyle. The tiebreaker takes the money, baby. So you know what? You guys get on your feet. You having fun. Let's go. Woo!
A big shout out and congratulations there to Blake Granger and El Toro Loco getting his first 6 points of this afternoon. That puts him right behind your leader, Black Panther, with 16 points in your BKT overall event leaderboard. El Toro Loco 1 point behind him with 15 points. Gravedigger with 12, the amazing Spider-Man with 10, and sharing 6 points apiece is Charlie Pocket and Megalodon and Miranda Kozad with Thor. Well, coming up next, we've got some crazy, wild action. It is the last competition of this afternoon. It is Monster Jam Freestyle. Now, you the fans, this will be your last opportunity to help us crown our winner and our BKT overall event champion. You need to be looking for the use of the entire Monster Gone obstacle. Of course, the wow factor, technical moves, combinations. You might see some new innovative tricks as well. And also keep in mind that there's only that a driver must complete 15 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. So I'm hanging out with my new friend, Archie. Archie, who do you think is going to be the winner of the freestyle competition?
Megalodon.
Megalodon! Does anybody else think Megalodon's going to win? Archie, we've got some people who think Megalodon's going to win freestyle. So all of this action is coming up here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next.
It's time for each of you guys to help us get Monster Jam Freestyle started. So what I need you guys to do, take out your cell phones. There you go. Put that flashlight on and follow my lead. Here we go. Up, down, up, down. Great job. Keep it going. Up, down, up. Birmingham, we've reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Let's hear it for Bernard Light, the amazing Spider-Man. Setting the pace here in Monster Jam Freestyle, our final competition of the final event here in Monster Jam Ramped Up. Kay, what'd you think of that one?
Well, Archie and I loved the way he kicked things off here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Great use of the entire Monster Gun obstacle. Archie, what did you give the amazing Spider-Man on judgeszone.com?
8.
You gave him an 8. All right, Bernard. Archie gave you an 8. All right. Let's see where the score is for the amazing Spider-Man. 6.361. So a 6.361 will kick things off here as we get set to see Miranda Kozad and Thor.
You got about 15 seconds to slide the BKT tire up or down. Lock in those scores. Remember, you're the judges. So compare what you've seen so far, The Amazing Spider-Man, and we've seen Thor. So now you guys got to let us know what you think.
All right, the scores are being tabulated right now for Miranda Kozan and Thor, our second competitor out here on the track. Score to beat, The Amazing Spider-Man 6.361. Your score for Thor is 7.157. That now puts her in the lead. Four more trucks remain here before you crown your freestyle winner, and there is the freestyle leaderboard that you're going to want to keep your eyes on throughout the competition. Thor now in the lead, 7.157, followed by The Amazing Spider-Man, 6.361. We are continuing things on. Next up is Charlie Pauken, Megalodon. Sending the shark to the sky on that last one. Charlie Pauken, Megalodon. Some nice moments throughout that freestyle. Okay, he did take advantage of different elements built into that Monster Gun. Most notably, that last jump got some really, really nice air to conclude that Monster Jam freestyle run. I think that was the biggest air we've seen, Christina, this entire weekend here with Monster Jam ramped up. So hopefully that will reflect a little bit in his scores here with our Birmingham fans. Our scores are in. Your score to beat, 7.157. Your score for Megalodon is 8.261. Now your new leader. Charlie Pauken now on top of the leaderboard. 8.261 here in our freestyle competition. With 3 more trucks remaining, we are halfway there. To see Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Let's hear it for Matt Cody and Gravedigger. What a freestyle run. The backflip completed there by Matt Cody and Gravedigger. And you can hear a little bit of that hissing from that popped BKT tire. What a wild freestyle. Almost didn't rotate enough, but it landed right there on the tire to tire. Turn those cheers into some scores right now. JudgesZone.com. Will he be able to take the lead away from Charlie Pauken and Megalodon, currently with an 8.261. Birmingham, you just saw it. What is your score for Gravedigger? 9.799. Your new leader.
I'm hanging here right now with Bobby, and we're having so much fun. Bobby, what did you think of that backflip?
Good.
Wasn't it cool?
Yes.
Yes. Are you having so much fun here with us today?
Yes.
Who brought you here today to Monster Jam?
My mom.
Your mom. Did you thank Mom for bringing you here?
Yes.
Yes? All right, so we're going to do an official thank you for Mom, okay? So actually, I want to get all of our kiddos involved in this one. So whoever brought you here today, okay, whether it's Mom, Dad, Auntie, Uncle, Grandma, Grandpa, I want you to look to them. And on the count of 3, I want you to yell, thank you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Good job, everyone. We're so thankful to have Monster Jam ramped up here. It's been such a great family fun day here on Sunday, and we're so thankful to be a part of it. But Bobby, I'm going to put you to the test right now, okay? Because I want to send you home with a prize, but you got to win it, okay? So we're going to play a game called Name That Truck. I'm going to give you some clues, okay? And we're going to look at the video board in just a moment. There's going to be some puzzle pieces up there, okay? And you're going to have to tell me which truck I'm talking about. But Birmingham, when you hear the clues, if you think you guys know it, yell it out and help them out, okay? Sounds good, guys? Awesome job. All right, let's go to the video board. All right, this truck is known as the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. This truck was created by Dennis Anderson. This truck has been around for 43 years. This truck just landed an epic backflip here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. Birmingham, yell it out, what is it? Bobby, what's the truck? It's Gravedigger. Of course it's Gravedigger. Monster Jam fans, give it up for Bobby. So, Bobby, you won the prize. Okay, so I'm actually going to send you home right now with one of our Monster Jam plush toys. Here's El Toro Loco. Show everybody on the camera right there. How you feel about that one? You happy?
Yes.
Give it up one more time for Bobby, everyone.
All right, take a look at the competition right now, where we stand here in our freestyle competition. Matt Cody and Gravedigger, currently your score to beat with a big 9.799, followed by Charlie Pauken and Megalodon, 8.261. We've got Miranda Kozan and Thor with a 7.157, and the amazing Spider-Man's Bernard Light with a 6.361. So there we stand right now in the freestyle competition. And remember, there is only 1 point difference between El Toro Loco and Black Panther in your BKT overall event point leaderboard. There it is up on the video board. Black Panther with 16 points. El Toro Loco with 15. Gravedigger there with 12. The amazing Spider-Man with 10. And sharing 6 points apiece is Megalodon and Thor. So there we stand right now in your BKT overall event leaderboard. Well, Christina, we just saw a huge backflip there for Matt Cody and Gravedigger, and now he is at the top right now. He is the leader, but now they're fixing the Monster Gun. Talk to us a little bit about what it compiles. What is the Monster Gun itself?
So when you're looking at it, it is actually 8 modular pieces. So think of like a puzzle. So we're able to actually travel with this steel ramp and all of these obstacles and take it all over the world. So it's its first of its kind, again, completely made up of steel. And if you were to actually open it up and take those pieces out, inside is actually sand, 10 truckloads of sand. And that's how it's able to be so stable so that our Monster Jam trucks are able to soar through the air and do these really cool tricks like we just saw.
Well, it's about 6.5 meters across inside, and of course, we've got the 8 obstacles. I know we talked a little bit earlier in Monster Jam ramped up trackside, but I'm just going to reiterate. We've got, of course, the backflip, which we just epically saw there from Matt Cody and Gravedigger, but we also have the log wall. We've got the log ramp. We've got the 2 AR4s, which are ramps, and those little cups, they look like speed bumps. Those are actually speed bumps that we can use there for poppers and reverse poppers, and then we've got ramps. We've got a wedge as well. So 8 different obstacles that our drivers can be very creative. And listen, I think the longer we've seen this weekend here at Monster Jam ramped up, the more risks that our drivers are taking. And I think we've seen a little bit more creativity. What do you think?
Absolutely. So you and I were here during practice, and I think the drivers were really kind of finding their rhythm, getting comfortable with the cement track. And I know we've talked about this, but it's the truth. One of the most difficult things about this track was actually the cement and getting the traction needed. So the more these drivers were able to actually compete on the track, the more rubber from the tires is actually going onto the concrete, and the more traction they're able to get.
And you can see our USHRA safety officials out there in the yellow and black fire suits. What they're doing right now is they're wiping up anything that might be slick, so that way that those BKT tires don't continue to slide around. So that's what they're doing out right now, and we're going to get ready back to more freestyle action. Christina, are you ready for freestyle?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Birmingham, are you ready to see some more Monster Jam freestyle? Coming up next, it's Bari Musauer, Black Panther.
Give it up for Bari Musauer and Black Panther. Birmingham, this is critical. Please make sure you're going to touchdzone.com, sliding the BKT tire up or down, clicking submit on the score that you feel Bari Musauer deserves for that freestyle run. The points are so close right now.
They definitely are, as we go to the video board right now to see where you put Bari Musauer and Black Panther. The score to be 9.799 from Gravedigger and Matt Cody. Your score for Black Panther, 8.013. This is our final truck remaining. Birmingham coming up, it's Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. A little flexing out there on the track by El Toro Loco. That bull was tearing it up on the track. Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. This is going to be your very final opportunity to make an impact here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. Each of you guys are a part of history, so make sure you're sliding that BKT tire up or down and clicking submit. It is going to come down to the wire here. The very last competitor here, Blake Granger and El Toro Loco, awaiting your score. It will be between him and Matt Cody and Gravedigger. And then you are about to crown your BKT overall event champion for the very last time here this weekend at Monster Jam Ramped Up. All right, your score to beat Matt Cody Gravedigger, 9.799. And your score for El Toro Loco is 8.654. That means your freestyle winner, Matt Cody Gravedigger. So Matt Cody takes home the last 6 points of this afternoon, and we are about to crown your BKT overall event champion. If you've been watching, you've been doing the math with 4 points in the JCB Racing, 5 points in the Smith's two-wheel skills challenge, 6 points in the Monster Jam donut competition, and 5 in freestyle for a total of 20 points. Birmingham, for the very last time this weekend, your BKT overall event champion is... He started off with an overall, and he ends with an overall. Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. Blake, a strong start. An epic finish. Congratulations. You made history not once, but twice. The first ever Monster Jam Ramped Up BKT overall event champion. And then you did it again for the final event. Talk us through what's going through your mind.
Man, you know, Birmingham, I'm just getting started, man. I'm having so much fun on this concrete, drifting that truck around, throwing that smoke out that crazy bull. Man, you guys have been absolutely amazing. 4 sold-out shows, all new Monster gone, all new Monster Jam ramped up. Let's make some noise for my brother Matt Cody landing that crazy backflip.
Actually, yeah, let's bring in Matt. Matt, congratulations, our freestyle winner. You went out on such a high note, quite literally, some of the biggest air we've seen with that backflip. You know, how do you set up for something like that? Because, you know, you're so strategic when it comes to some of your moves, and it was a really great way to end Monster Jam Freestyle for you.
Heck yeah, you know, I knew Birmingham wanted to see a backflip. They wanted to see a big old crazy backflip, and that's what we wanted to deliver. Hey, there ain't much to set up with that. Make sure you're straight, strap in tight, and just mash that pedal to the floor, and here we go. Birmingham, what you guys think? Let me hear you.
Yeah, all right, Blake, I know you got to do one of your signature woos. I'm feeling the energy. Come on, take the mic, do it.
Birmingham, first off, we want to thank you guys. We came here with the unknown, Monster Jam ramped up, Monster gone, and we're leaving here on cloud 9, man. You guys supported us, showed up, showed out. Let me hear you guys make some noise. Woo!
Huge congratulations there to Blake Granger and El Toro Loco taking the very last overall event championship. Well, fans, you still have time to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. Of course, you can keep up on all the results and all the Monster Jam information at monsterjam.com. Birmingham, it has been an epic weekend. Thank you so much for allowing us to bring Monster Jam ramped up right here to Birmingham. On behalf of Christina Moore, I'm Kay Young. We hope you had fun, and we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam Ramped Up.